welcome to La Cucina Famiglia. I'm Angela Dominic, and today we're going to be making some salads. Not just your average salad. We're going to make some salads you can have as a lunch, as a dinner, or even to entertain with. So the first thing that we're going to get doing is we're going to roast off some garlic today. That's going to be for a roasted garlic aioli that goes with our grilled vegetable potato salad, which we'll get to in a few minutes. The first thing you want to do is cut your garlic straight in half. So you got both sides of the garlic here. We're going to wrap it up in a little aluminum foil. It takes a while for garlic to roast off, so we're going to get it right in the oven so it's working while we're working. Get that going. And all you want to do is sprinkle it with a little bit of salt and pepper, just a little pinch, and a little pinch of salt, and a little drizzle of olive oil. Oops, and there we go. We'll wrap it right up. Doesn't have to be neat. And then we're just going to pop it right in the oven. Oh, let me clean my board here. Right into a nice hot oven. The oven's at about 400 degrees. It's going to help the garlic mellow out. The flavors will get nice and mellow, and it will turn into a nice paste so we can whip it in with the mayonnaise. The next thing we're going to do is get the potatoes going for the potato salad. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of different kinds of potatoes here. I've got some nice big Yukon Golds that are great for mashed potatoes, some big red potatoes, again, mashed potatoes, roasted potatoes, and then I've got some russets. Russets tend to be a little bit mealy. They make great French fries and they make great baked potatoes, but you wouldn't want to use them in something like a potato salad. So we're going to stick with my favorite, the baby reds. They're nice and little. We only have to put like one cut on them and then pop them right in the water, and they'll boil up nice and quick for us. So let's take a bowl and get some potatoes going. See, little ones I'm not even going to bother cutting, but when they get a little bigger, we'll just cut them in half so they'll cook nice and evenly. Most of these, I washed them all when I first got home from the grocery store. I always talk about that it's a big time saver, that one's a little big, to pre-wash your produce when you get home so you don't have to worry about it. You can just grab and go right from the fridge to the pot, and the rest of these look good. So, there we go. Make enough for everyone to enjoy. There's a big old bowl of potatoes. I'm going to go right over to the stove and just pop them in. I've got some water already boiling. Get my towel. My hands in the kitchen. When things are hot, you can make sure you have something to grab it with. And we'll just go in with the potatoes. I don't want to dump them all in at once because make a big splash and the water's already hot. Oop, here we go. That's it. Potatoes are in. We'll just move it back. I think we threw a pilot out here. There we go. That's better. All back to normal. Okay, so the potatoes are going, the garlic's going, then we can get started on our first salad. We're going to do a Cobb salad today, which is we're going to do some traditional things, as well as we're going to add some shrimp and a little bit of goat cheese. So we're going to get the shrimp lightly marinated. Just going to put some olive oil and some salt and pepper on them so we don't take away from the flavors of the dressing. We're going to be making a nice lime Dijon vinaigrette with this today. So a little salt and pepper. And then we can get these right on the grill. There we go. I've already got my grill all preheated. I can turn it up a little bit, and we sprayed it down with a little bit of pan release. And we'll just, ooh, hear the sizzle. You should probably figure about 5 shrimp per person when they're this size, because this is a main course salad. shrimp. They go really quick. Shrimp take about 2 or 3 minutes to cook. Just enough time for us to get our salad assembled. All right, now for the salad. We're going to use some Boston lettuce. It's a real buttery, delicate lettuce, Boston lettuce is. It's all cleaned nice. And let me grab our plate to build on. There we go. So when you're doing a Cobb salad, you kind of want to build up the middle, and what's going to happen is we're going to make little segments coming down each side. It looks nice and pretty. I'll just make a little pile of our Boston lettuce here. Good. And then the ingredients are going to be some hard-boiled egg. We pre-cooked our eggs already. The nice tip for cooking hard-boiled eggs, if you put them directly into cold water onto the stove, let them come to a boil, put a lid on, and 15 minutes, and then they're done. Your eggs are going to be cooked perfectly, and they'll stay nice and yellow. You won't get that green ring, and they peel much easier that way. So we're just going to quarter the eggs and just kind of build it around the salad. All right. It's going to be a very colorful salad. Lots of proteins in there with the eggs and the shrimp. That's plenty. And some avocado. Avocados you want to look for to be heavy for their size, and so they've got, if you push into it a little bit, it doesn't bounce back obviously, but it's going to give you a nice resistance. So when you're cutting an avocado, there's a big pit in the middle, is the seed, so you want to go around the edges. Be very careful. Going around the avocado, and then pop it open, and there's your pit. And if you take your knife and just give it a little tap, your seed will pop out for you. Our shrimp look like they're doing okay. And we're going to scoop. We scoop the avocado out a little bit. I love avocados for almost anything. They're great with your eggs in the morning. I love to make guacamole. So if you give it a little cut there, and here we go. See how easy that is? And they come out nice and perfect for you in some little strips. And then we can just fan it out and add the avocado around the edge there. I think that half is plenty for one salad. And then I found these great tomatoes. They're a cross between a grape tomato and a plum tomato, or Roma, whatever you like to call them. So they're a little bit longer than your regular grape tomatoes, but they're super, super sweet. We're just going to halve these. And again, keep building around the edges of our salad here. We're going to save the top to put the shrimp on so it looks real pretty. We'll go ahead and build our edges with some more color. And then the last side is going to be the bacon, which I pre-cooked some bacon. On salads, I'd rather use a nice thick cut bacon because it's going to hold up a little bit better. But whatever you have is fine. We'll give this a little rough chop. And on with the bacon. Traditionally on a Cobb salad, you're going to have blue cheese, but because of the fact that we're making a non-traditional dressing with the lime Dijon vinaigrette, I thought that we'd go a little bit mellower with some goat cheese. I just think the flavors will pair a little bit better together. So I just got some regular old goat cheese. which kind of has a little bit of a tartness to it, but again, it should all balance really well together. And I'm going to go ahead and use my spoon to do this because goat cheese is a little messy. I hear our shrimp sizzling back there. And then just give it a little crumble and add it to the last spot on the plate. And you want to get a good wash on your hands after that. There we go. And I think we're ready to go over and check our shrimp. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, look at these. They're starting to turn pink. Looking nice. Give these a little flip. Our potatoes are going strong back there. There we go. Looks like the back's cooking a little quicker than the front. Good. I'll move those up and then get a little. Good. Now to the best part, the dressing. This is what I think makes this whole salad come together, is the dressing. We're going to go ahead and give it a little wipe here. The dressing is a lime Dijon vinaigrette. So we're obviously going to need some limes, which we're going to zest. We're going to use the zest and the juice from the limes. So I love these. It's a microplane, and it takes the zest off your lemons, your limes, whatever it is, your grapefruits, and it stays away from the pith. It just gets enough, so you're just getting the zest and all the yummy juice. Actually, it's the oils that you're really looking for. They're going to come off of there. It's a real bright dressing with the Dijon mustard, and we're going to be using some champagne vinegar in it. If you have white wine vinegar or even red wine vinegar will work. I like the champagne vinegar in there. It's a little bit lighter than some of your other vinegars. And that's that. And the juice. If your lime is tough, if you just give it a little roll on the board, then it'll loosen it up for you and let all the juice come out easier. The juice of the lime, the zest of one lime, the juice of one lime. We're going to use a little bit of Dijon mustard. We're going to use some salt and pepper, and then just a pinch of sugar to hit through the acidity, and then we can emulsify it all together with some olive oil. There's our lime, a little pinch of salt and pepper, and we've got our Dijon mustard. I like a Dijon better than a grainy mustard in your dressings, about a teaspoon. Making a little mess, and then the sugar, which is a little more than the salt and the pepper, but not that much. A half a teaspoon probably is all it really is. And then the champagne vinegar. My hands are a little wet. We're going to go about 1/4 cup on the vinegar. There we go. Ooh, it smells good. Give it a little stir, get everything all mixed together, and then we're going to drizzle in the olive oil.